EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
We're set. 19. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 49.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. 66 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, echo. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
70, Indy. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike's 50. Mike's 59. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now this throw caught left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. It's almost Mike 51. You ain't going nowhere. 51's the Mike.
Now Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Let's bring it. 36.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
They try right side here, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
All the big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Fowler able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
24 is the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 24 is the mic. I got him.
2. Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
60 outlaw. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 5.
A first down carry by Elliott. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
1 yard gain. Brings
Hey,
up second and
high 7.
at the 48-yard line.
Now.
To throw on second down. Lawrence. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the gun, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Rip right. Check nickel. 61, matchbox, light. Yep. I got it. Mike's 59.
Elliott running right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Rams' 26-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert 3. Go. Jump, defense.
2nd and 5. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
59 mark. Check. 59.
First down.
Watch the pass. Spons. No.
Hey.
Check it, Aubrey. go. Jackrabbit. Come on. Get it.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 14 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Buccaneers 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs. Runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go. It's Gurley. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Deshaun Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That was the safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Lawrence. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A second down completion down 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Running with Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And 3 yards to go.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. The final shot before break. Lawrence. He's going to go. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, D.
From the gun, Lawrence. He finds his target, Fuller. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Will Fuller, 58 yards as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, three things can happen, and two of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Lawrence. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down. Lawrence. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
You draw focus. Hey, Alpha.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
This is
Brings
it.
up second and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
That's good for a Rams. First down.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Let's go, baby.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
This is it. 19. 51. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check safety, check safety. Hey, 24. 24.
From the 50, it's Watson. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll try to right side to Harris. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This will be taken short. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 9-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly. That is so frustrating because that signifies...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Dante Fowler, his second sack of the night. Off the play fake. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch time. Hey, echo. Hey, we got 4. Let's go.
From the gun, Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bucs' 20-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Another carry now for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 35 yards away. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell 1 step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better off-season conditioning, great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.